All right, real quick, man. Before we get into this review, who is Cole Young? Do you know who Cole Young is? Do you know who Cole Young is? Because I don't. I don't know who Cole Young is. Who is he? Is he the kid that was in the floor plank? Because obviously they said that wasn't him. So where did this guy come from? Who is Cole Young? Who is this guy?
And why is he gold?
And why is he gold? As Skrill say, why is he gold dust?
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk. Man, this ain't no game to me. This ain't no game to me. This ain't no game.
It's me, Mazi, right? Let's get right to it. Mortal Kombat, everybody's been talking about. Did you see it at home? Did you see it in theaters? Either way, how did you feel about it? You can throw it in the comment section on how you feel about it, because I'm about to get into what I thought about the movie. Review part 1. Who is Cole Young? The descendant of Scorpion's bloodline, right? Like, I personally didn't care for the character. He's not any of the original characters in the game. Why should I, as the viewer, get attached to this character? And I'm pretty sure y'all are probably thinking the same thing too. Like, there's no connection between me and Cole Young. And why is that? We're still trying to find out. I have no idea, because I'm not sold at the guy by this point. I understand his power, where he was pretty much getting beat up throughout the whole movie, so he has this power of absorbing pain. So he ends up getting this weaved basket suit, shield, chest protective thing. I don't know, but it didn't make sense to me, but I get it. I guess they could have did better with Cole Young, but I just wasn't sold on the character. But I'm pretty sure in the next Mortal Kombat game, he will be a character somewhat in the game, and that way it'll shut not only me up, but everybody else that feels the same way up. You know what I mean? And then they're like, well, he's in Mortal Kombat 12 now, so, you know, shout out to Midway, I guess. Are Midway still making their games, or is it Warner Brothers? Midway is a dying company.
I think it's Warner Brothers.
Probably shout out to Warner Brothers. But yeah, they're making the game now, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be in there. And bada bing, bada boom. Sub-Zero, the coldest man in the movie. No pun intended. Believe me, please. One of my favorite characters in the game, like, period, besides the movie. He was definitely one of the most vicious dudes in this movie, to say the least. He comes in there, slaughters Scorpion's family, or Mr. Hanzo, who ends up becoming Scorpion, destroys his family, and slaughters everybody in that house or whatever. And it was pretty gruesome. And then, of course, throughout the movie, where he's fighting certain people, Sub-Zero is that dude. Even the final fight with him and Scorpion and Cole Young in the boxing gym, the CGI with the ice effects and the big ice wall wave that he had, that looked cool. Sub-Zero he's the illest. He's one of the illest characters. Not Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Like, you talk about two iconic character duos that are kind of that, you know, when you're talking Ryu and Ken, you're talking, you know, the Double Dragons. You have to mention Sub-Zero and Scorpion in there. Like, growing up, I always thought they were just brothers and they just didn't like each other. But there was always this beef between the two. But now, you know, it's separate stories, and which this movie really didn't tell why they had beef in the first place. But I think if you watch The Scorpion's Revenge, the anime, they kind of, you know, go deeper into the beef on between the two, which it really didn't even start between them two. It was really Quan Chi, but maybe Quan Chi would get introduced in the next movie. But for all the MK heads, they know who Quan Chi is. They know what I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure there's a little picture of Quickie of Quan Chi and what he looks like. But yeah, Sub-Zero still being the illest, one of the coldest out still to this day. Like, Sub-Zero is the illest alive. Well, he died. But spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. And then we got Sonya Blade and Jax. I didn't care for Sonya Blade in this film. As much as she's in the regular game and she's been in there since the beginning of, Mortal Kombat 1 all the way up to where we're at now. This character for Sonya Blade, I like the original Sonya Blade from the first Mortal Kombat movie over this one. That's kind of a hot take, but
Nah, I'm with you.
okay, you rolling? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you rolling. Sonya Blade, yeah, she was kind of corny in this film, kind of forced, if you will. Because without the movie, there's a theme in having this dragon tattoo or this dragon marking on your body. And Sonya never had one, but she was like destined to get one because she wanted to fight. And she wanted to whoop for some odd reason to be in this Earthrealm tournament. At least that's how it came off to me. And although Jax had one, Cole Young had one, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, even Kano, he had one. Sonya didn't have one, but she wanted to be involved. That definitely sounds like a relationship with, between a wife and husband that wants to be involved in everything that they shouldn't be. But, that's a story for another time. My wife's gonna whoop. Back to the film. So Sonya's trying to get involved and get down with the crew somehow, some way in this tournament. And I didn't like the character. I just thought she was definitely forced. I appreciated the Mortal Kombat, the first one. I appreciate that Sonya a lot more. Although, straight jumping into Kano, because Sonya and Kano have this tie together in this film. The original Mortal Kombat, I appreciated the Kano in there as well. I appreciated Kano in both films. Of course, the Mortal Kombat 1 version of Kano, he was hilarious. Although he didn't last in the movie very long. And this other Kano, he pretty much carried the movie, if you ask me, from a comedy perspective. I enjoy Kano. Him, getting his laser beam power through his eye and figuring all of it out, but then he's sitting there talking pretty much cash throughout the whole movie. You get attached to him. You know what I mean? Characters like that. There's something about characters that, not only make you laugh, but they have a way of portrayal, which Kano did have, because that's Kano's character. Like, he was originally a villain. So walking into this, I'm like, why do they got Kano as an Earthrealm fighter and like making him almost like a good guy when he's really not, And just when you were thinking, Kano may be a good person, he's training out, he flips the switch, he's on the other end. You know what I mean? And then, of course, betrayal, backstabbing somebody, him and Sonya duke it out. I'm pretty sure y'all know the ending to that fight. Sonya wins. And what happens? She gets the dragon mark. I'm doing this because hopefully Scrolls can implement the dragon tattoo somewhere on my body. But anyway, and then we get into Jax. So, Jax. I kind of like this character. Although I did laugh when he got the robot arms and they were like real small and puny at first.
Hilarious.
He had me die, man, because he was trying so hard, man. And
Like the arms for the leftover T1000.
It really did, man. It was because that's how I looked. Oh my god, that's how I looked at first. Like, he looked like he was basically a member of or a reject of the Terminators, man. Like, it was just it was really bad. But then of course he ended up developing. Where did that come from? The extra set of arms, like the covering and all that.
No idea, bro.
I was trying to figure it out throughout the whole scene or whatever. But once that came, it was pretty much a done deal. But he was a character that was okay. I definitely enjoyed him. Going into the scenes where Cole was fighting, Jax kind of walked in to watch him, fight and tell him, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I've seen what you've been doing. Kind of reminds me of myself in a sense. I think that's what I'm trying to get. He definitely reminds me of myself, personality-wise. So, shout out to Jax. But except for the arms, man, you gotta, you know what I mean? The puny arms that had me laughing. That was kind of like comedy, if you ask me. As big of a fan of Liu Kang as I was, yeah, they made him look super soft. I didn't like that. Although he was a great fighter, like he was doing his thing and killed it in the fight scenes, the character itself, Liu Kang, I couldn't agree with it. I just couldn't relate. I'm like, no, Liu Kang is one of the best fighters, not only in the game, but should have been in the movie. And he was definitely talking like it, but he made him look soft. Like, I don't know. Maybe in the second it'll be better. I have nothing really bad to say about Liu Kang. It's just the fact that personality-wise, he just looked soft. But fighting-wise, 2 thumbs up for me. He was doing his thing. Kung Lao, 2 thumbs up. This man was a beast. And I see why Shang Tsung was like, no, sir, we have to, spoiler alert, we have to stop this man right now. And Shang Tsung did what he does best. Took his soul. As soon as everybody was trying to teleport to get whatever it is they need to go, Shang Tsung was like, no, Kung Lao, get your over here. Pulled him over here, took his soul, left him be. Now, that brings me to this question. What does Shang Tsung do from this point forward with Kung Lao's soul? In the second movie, is he going to morph into Kung Lao? That would be interesting. Guess we got to watch for the second one, right? But shout out to Kung Lao. Fight scene's amazing. The acting for Kung Lao, he actually did pretty good. He did a really good job. Kung Lao he was amazing. Super, super dope. Salute to you. I wish there was. I just looked. Oh, whoa. Raiden or Raiden, whichever you want to call him. I didn't like this Raiden. He was kind of annoying to me. I don't know why, but he was just annoying to me. I don't know if it was his face or the acting. I don't know, but something about him just didn't sit right with me, with him as Raiden. It was kind of like, I guess I got used to the guy from Mortal Kombat 1, the other Raiden that was in that one, and on Annihilation. Why did I even mention Annihilation? We don't count Annihilation because Annihilation was terrible. But yeah, I got used to that Raiden, so I guess that's what it was. And I guess I got to watch this movie again to get used to Raiden. But other than that, he looked a little funny to me. He didn't look like Raiden, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But it just didn't look like it to me. So overall, what did I like about this film? Because it sounds like I'm kind of just, putting it down. No, the fight scenes in CGI, amazing. I wish there was more characters brought to this film than I guess the actual film than what came out of it. But I'll take it. But I wish for the second one, I want more. As selfish as it sounds, I want more. Give me characters like Noob Sabat. Give me characters like who was it? Shiva, maybe. Shiva could be in this one. Sindel could be in the next one. Ermac. There's a lot more people that I could easily, the Kenshi. Who else? There's a lot. There's a lot more people, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring it, implement it to the second one. Fight scenes, amazing. This is Mortal Kombat in 2021, so you expect for the CGI and the blood and all that stuff to be top notch. That's exactly what happened. Top notch. Blood everywhere. From the first 7 minutes fight scene with Hanzo, aka Scorpion, just slaughtering everybody, to the fatalities with Jax busting homeboy's head open, to Cole Young breaking Goro's arms and doing what he did to him. Then Kung Lao surfing Notaro's body into the buzzsaw of Kung Lao's hat, slashed her right down the middle. Great film. Well, as far as fight scenes, great film. Other than that, I feel like I'm right down the middle. You got the great fight scenes with a storyline. You know what I mean? And the script, but the fight and CGI stuff, 2 thumbs up for me. I'm gonna give it right down the middle. You got a 5 out of 10 from me, at least. You know what I'm saying? For this film. Should you go see it in the theaters? I'm gonna check it out when I have time, or maybe if I'm probably gonna go during the week on an off day, like on a Monday or Tuesday, first showing where nobody's in the theater. I'm gonna check it out and see if I get a different experience. But let me know what y'all think. Did y'all enjoy the movie? Did y'all hate it? Are you looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2? Because I hear it's in the works right now. And of course, the spoilers. You know, at the end, you see the Johnny Cage poster for sure. If you know your characters like Noob Say Block, Sub-Zero goes down. There's some, you know, black goo kind of appearing. It could be Noob. You don't know. You just got to stay tuned to these bandwidth streets. You know how the internet talks. So, other than that, leave all your comments and stuff down below. Let me know what y'all think. But it's been Mozzie. This is my world. Y'all know what goes on here. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.